Jai Shri Mataji, everyone. Let us humbly bow down, seeking permission to this morning's meditation, to please let us experience the collectivity, the collective consciousness. Shri Mataji, please accept my surrender. Please purify my actions. Help me to limit my futuristic planning and overthinking. Please dissolve my thoughts. Take away all my actions and reactions. Father, please dissolve my ego. Let us raise our Kundalini and put ourselves in a bandhan. So there's day 4, working on the Agya Chakra. We'll be working on the right Agya. It's Sri Buddha, recognizing that all our reactions, our anger, anxiety, worry, domination, aggression are all reactions of our ego and our activity with the right side. We'll listen to the 21 names of Sri Buddha with the left hand towards the ether, the right hand in our lap. And with complete purity and desire, Mother, let me express love, not anger. Let me express compassion, not agitation. Let me express patience, not anxiety. Mother, give me the ability to laugh at myself, my ego, my mistakes, and my guilt with the patience of a saint, to face them, to correct them with kindness and compassion towards myself. Mother, please dissolve all my ego and my guilt. Mother, I am the Spirit.
श्री बुद्ध के 21 नाम। ओम श्री बुद्धाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री सिद्धार्थाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री गौतमाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री महत् अहंकाराय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री निरहङ्काराय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री अमिताभाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री महावैरोचनाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री विश्वभद्राय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री अवलोकितेश्वराय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री क्षितिगर्भाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री आकाशगर्भाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री मञ्जुश्रिये नमो नमः। ॐ श्री रागराजाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री नागरक्षाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री लोकपालाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री नरेन्द्राय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री वैश्रवणाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री अचलाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री वज्रसत्त्वाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री भैषज्याय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री मात्रेयाय नमो नमः। साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Keeping our right hand on our lap, left hand towards the ether. Attention on the Sahasrara. And we just watch the right Agya finger as we say Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami, Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. We'll listen to Buddha Puja talk from 1991.
This horrible thing called guilt. I mean, this is another. At the time of Buddha, nobody had this problem, I think. This is a modern technique to feel guilty. Some sort of a modernism in it, because I don't know how it is worked out. And this modernism of this horrible thing called guilty is something really has come to my lot to clear out, not at the time of Buddha. I never had this. Otherwise he would have paved way for me, but that he did not. He's left it to me to clear out your left Vishuddhis and mine also all the time hurting me here. So this horrible thing, especially Western mind, Indians don't have guilt to it, nothing. But this has to be overcome. As you know, that Buddha and Mahavira both support the center of Agya. So, if you have to have a very clear-cut Agya Chakra, then on one side, you should be desireless. You should forgive. Ksham. Ksham is the Bija mantra. It's to forgive. Bija mantra of right side. Ksham, I forgive. And the left side is hum. Like the left-sided person always feels, oh, I'm no good. This, he has to say, no, I'm good. Hum, I am. So hum and ksham, these are two bija mantras which we have to say. Of course, if you say, they will act, because after all, now your pranas have become pranavas. Your breath has become enlightened. But rather weak, I should say. But it doesn't matter. Your mantras can act. You must use these two bija mantras to clear out your agyas. But Mahavira has a solution for this, that after realization, if you catch your agya, you get a terrible headache. That's Mahavira style. You do anything wrong, you get punishment. You indulge into anything, you are punished. You go against Sahaja Yoga, you are punished. I am not doing it, it's Mahavira. Simultaneously working. If you try to be overly smart, you are outsmart. So these two forces are working from the right, left, left to right. If you overdo right, then the left hits you hard. If you overdo left, then the right hits you hard. Both of them are really like double-pronged attacks. One says don't have desire. All right, you have desire. Punished this side. Like some people say, I must have children, I must have children. You give them the children, they say, Mother, why this horrible child you have given me is such a horrible thing. Then somebody says, Mother, give me a lady from, say, Maharashtra. Recently there was a case like that. She was bothering too much, Mother, give me one lady from Maharashtra. And a real special style came to punish. They said, no more from Maharashtra. And she was really, I've never heard of such a woman in Maharashtra. Horrible. Because she was insisting on it, so she had it. She says, no more from Maharashtra Bhaprima. No, I said, everybody is excellent. This was an exceptional case, came just to punish you. So to have any desires, if you cross a certain limit, you are punished, and that is done by Mahavira. In a small way or a big way. Like there was a little boy who came to London, very bombastic. And he wanted to buy something for himself. I took him to an ordinary shop, and there was a very nice coat, full wool and all that. He wouldn't buy. I want to go to a big shop. I said, all right. So I said, I'm not coming. I sent his father. He came back with an artificial coat from that shop without knowing that it was artificial. Because he wouldn't take something from an ordinary shop. So in the big shop, very nicely, big price they gave, and this they got. Every minute, Saj Yogis must know that there is a Mahavira sitting around. Also, Buddha is there who gives you an indication that don't do this. Do not desire so much. He puts limitations to you. But if you don't listen, then all right, Mahavira is there to correct you. Up to a point he goes. Then you get headaches. Then you say, Mother, why did I get headaches? You asked for it. It's such an automatic machinery that we have to be very careful as Saj Yogis. So today's understanding should be that we all should become collective from inside. We should not grudge or grumble about it and enjoy the collectivity. But the second side of collectivity is this, that do not try to exploit the collectivity. Otherwise you'll be in trouble. Like I've seen some people don't know how to use their bathrooms. When you are collective, you have to be respecting the collectivity of others. By your presence, another person should not by any chance suffer, or should not feel in any way insulted or inconvenienced. So when you are in the collective, it should be such that another person should enjoy your company, enjoy your being there. That's something where there is no problem. But if you are demanding and if you are asking for things and you think no end of yourself, you cannot at all collective by any chance, but you will suffer for that. Automatically you will suffer. If this is realized and understood properly, your agya is solved. Like anger. People always boast, I'm very angry with you. Boast. But just make that anger into forgiveness. And you'll see the person, instead of you getting into problems, he will get into problems. Anger will upset you, but forgiveness will upset him automatically. It's the biggest weapon you have got is to forgive. And this is shown in Buddha's character throughout. And this will give you self-respect. That you are not disturbed by anything. Like a ship has to be seaworthy. If you put the ship on the sea and if it breaks, what's the use of making a ship? What's the use of a Sahaja who gets disturbed at every moment? You have to be seaworthy. And if you are seaworthy, nothing can disturb you, all right. The elephant is barking and the dogs are barking. All right, let them bark, what does matter? The elephant looks this side like that, sometimes takes some water and blesses them with water. All right, quieten down, so that your head will be cooled down. That will give you self-esteem. And you will know what you are much higher than others. And this is what is how to get rid of your ego, which is a very, very big problem according to you people. But then how to get rid of ego. Ego can be said, you go. When this I-ness goes away, the self rises. What is there to feel hurt? What is there to feel bad? What is there to hurt others? All right, you are cheated. Very good, at least you have not cheated anyone. Be happy about it. But once you are without ego, means you have surrendered yourself. No one can cheat you. Can you understand that? No one can cheat you. Because there is some higher force which is looking after. This is the way we should understand Buddha. This is, we should know our Buddha qualities. This is how our ego can be dissolved. When you say, Mother, we surrender to you, that just means that you give this horrible ego a complete holiday. It means that. That is how this ego disappears. I think all you are here just now, ragyas have opened out, most of you, somehow. And then you laugh at everything. You make fun of yourself. Just enjoy everything. May God bless you.
Let's continue meditating with our right agyas. Mother, please grant me the ability to be desireless and guilt-free, to be collective in a true sense. Mother, please let forgiveness be established on my agya. Please dissolve my ego. Let my I-ness be dissolved to allow the light of my spirit to shine in my brain and be my guide. Mother, I surrender at your lotus feet. I forgive. I forgive. I forgive.
नमस्कार. बुद्ध पौर्णिमेच्या आपणा सर्वांना मनपूर्वक शुभेच्छा. माझी मोठी कन्या रसिका पाठक तथागत बुद्धांच्या चरणांशी समर्पित करत आहोत. आपले आवडते गायक सुरेश वाडकरांनी नमो शुद्ध रूपा नमो आत्मदीपा नमो शुद्ध रूपा नमो आत्मदीपा तमातुनिया मानवा मार्गधामा तमातुनिया मानवा मार्गधामा नमस्कार जावा अहोदेवा नमस्कार जावा अहोदेवा तुम्हें प्रार्थना अंतरीति परावा तुम्हें प्रार्थना अंतरीति परावा नमस्कार जावा अहोदेवा नमस्कार जावा
Let's raise, put our hands together and humbly thank Sri Mataji for the opportunity of this morning's meditation. Thank you, Sri Mataji, for our self-realization and the gift of Sahaj Yoga to humanity. Let's raise our kundalinis and put ourselves in a bandhan to feel free to sit in meditation for a few minutes longer. And have a beautiful day, everyone. Jai Shri Mataji.
नमस्कार. बुद्ध पौर्णिमेच्या आपणा सर्वांना
बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि संघं शरणं गच्छामि श्रीमां शरणं गच्छामि श्रीमां शरणं गच्छामि। घबराए जब मन अनमोल, हृदय हो उठे डावाडोल। घबराए जब मन अनमोल और हृदय हो डावाडोल, तब मानो तू मुख से बोल बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि। तब मानो तू मुख से बोल बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि, बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि, धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि, संघं शरणं गच्छामि, श्रीमां शरणं गच्छामि। जब अशांति का राग उठे, लाल लहू का फाग उठे, जब अशांति का राग उठे, लाल लहू का फाग उठे, इंसा की वो आग उठे, मानव में पशु जाग उठे। धरती की काया कांपे, अंबर जगमग उठे बोल, तब मानो तू मुख से बोल बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि। तब मानो तू मुख से बोल बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि, बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि, धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि, संघं शरणं गच्छामि, शरणं गच्छामि, श्रीमां शरणं गच्छामि। जब दुनिया से प्यार उठे, जब दुनिया से प्यार उठे, नफरत की दीवार उठे, माँ की ममता पर जिस दिन बेटे की तलवार उठे, धरती की काया कांपे, अंबर जगमग उठे बोल, तब मानो तू मुख से बोल बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि। तब मानो तू मुख से बोल बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि, बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि, धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि, संघं शरणं गच्छामि, श्रीमां शरणं गच्छामि, श्रीमां शरणं गच्छामि। दूर किया जिस उसने जन मन के व्याकुल मन का अंधियारा, जिसकी एक किरण को छूकर चमक उठाए जग सारा। दीप सत्य का सदा जले, दया अहिंसा सदा फले, सुख शांति की छाया में जन मन गन का पेड़ पले। भारत में भगवान बुद्ध का गूंजे घर घर मंत्र अमोल, तब मानो तू मुख से बोल बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि। तब मानो तू मुख से बोल बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि, बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि, धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि, संघं शरणं गच्छामि, श्रीमा शरणं गच्छामि, श्रीमा शरणं गच्छामि, श्रीमा शरणं गच्छामि, श्रीमा शरणं गच्छामि।